The Matrix of Leadership, formed from Primus himself, grants the bearer the wisdom of the Primes.
But for every force in the universe, there is an equal and an opposite. For every matter, an antimatter.
Legends speak of the Darkspark, the antithesis to the Matrix of Leadership.
Where the Matrix grants wisdom, the Darkspark empowers its master to bend the very fabric of the universe and its inhabitants to his will.
A primitive planet infested with an indigenous population of organic life forms. Last refuge of Optimus Prime and the Autobots.
If you're like me and you're a Transformers fan, then Rise of the Darkspark is going to be for you. If you're expecting a game pretty much the same as Fall of Cybertron, then you're going to be a bit disappointed. It's a cross between that and the 2011 game Dark of the Moon. While you get to play as most of the characters, such as Grimlock, Optimus Prime, Jazz and Jetfire, there simply isn't enough variance for the Earth missions. You get to play most of them in Cybertron, and sometimes the story doesn't make all much sense. There isn't enough time on Earth to play. One nice bonus, which is similar to the multiplayer, which will be featured later, is you get to unlock all the XP in single player, not just online. So it's not going to be a rinsing effort online. You get to unlock all the bonus features such as the hacks and the abilities to use to help you if you're playing on the hardest difficulty. Same things with the weapons as before, you get to unlock them and you get to upgrade them as well as you go through, and even unlock a throwback blaster from the original 1980s cartoons. Some of the hacks will give you 200% bonus XP for playing them and can help you to XP up a lot higher to unlock Prime Mode at rank 25.
You think so small? It's a time bridge.
I used to be stationed on Trypticon, remember? I could find my... Incredible. Some of this place still functions.
Yes, my readouts indicate individual
Flying
subsystems
and driving are a part of the game, and the flying is much better than the driving. When you're driving, it's very disappointing, it's very clunky. Very difficult to get a balance when shooting now, and even flying through with the car. There's several times where you can just go falling through the floor, even though you've got boost and jump ability, you still end up in a position like this. Escalation mode returns, and this is the game's multiplayer mode. You get to pick all the characters from Autobots and Decepticons. You can even use Lockdown and Grimlock should you want to, but you have to unlock them based on the XP you get from single player and multiplayer. Much similar to Gears of War and other games, it is quite fun to play. I've only ever been on Escalation a few times and played a few maps, but the times I've played with random strangers, it's been fun to play. There's no people leaving on my games, and everyone works well as a team. You get to use the turrets in game, you get to use different bonuses like you would do in Gears of War, and that's what's been one of the game's fantastic selling points. Even in the past games for Fall of Cybertron, it was one of the better modes that you can play, and people played it for a very long time and still do. You can get trophies and achievements by playing online, by completing certain objectives, going through wave 5, 10 and 15. All the single player weapons were included as well, including the throwback rifle, which is the same from the 1980s cartoon, and has the same sound effects and shooting mechanics too. Overall, Rise of the Darkspark is a good game to play. The Cybertron missions are the better part of single player, and the escalation mode is what's saving the single player's story mode. What's better is the fact that you can play online on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and you get your trophies and achievements, and a lot more spread out, not as difficult as before to get. Overall, we give this a good rating, and please feel free to like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter @Retrozoid for all my playthroughs and any future games. Thank you for watching.